Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today in this video I'm going to show you how to fix low FPS and stuttering issue with F122 game on your Windows computer. Now the first step is to connect the pedal directly to the wheelbase. So if you're using wheels and pedals, then connect the pedals directly to the wheelbase. You can use RJ12 connector to do so. So do not use the USB. Now the next step is to disconnect controllers if you're using wheels and pedals. So you can disconnect your controller if you're using wheels and pedals, and if you're using controller then disconnect wheels and pedals, and that should help you to fix the problem. Now the first step has worked for many players, so first of all try this if you're using wheels and pedals. Now the next step is to use controllers. So if you can play without wheels and pedals, then you can use controller and then check. The performance will definitely increase when you're using only controller, and disconnect all the USB devices from the computer. Now the next step is to disable Oculus Audio Device and voice meter. So type in sound settings in Windows search box and then click on sound settings. Now in Windows 10 click on sound control panel over here, and in Windows 11 when you open sound settings, when you scroll down you will see more sound settings. So click on more sound settings if you have Windows 11, then sound control panel will open. Now if you have Oculus Virtual Audio Device over here, make a right click and then click on disable. Now if you have voice meter over here, make a right click then click on disable. Now open task manager, device manager. So make a right click on the start menu then click on device manager. Now expand sound, video and game controllers. Now over here if you find this Oculus Virtual Audio Device, make a right click then click on disable device, click on yes. Now if you have this voice meter over here, make a right click then click on disable device. So disconnect all other audio device from the device manager as well as from the sound control panel. Now for many users unplugging the pedals has worked, so if you can unplug the pedals and then check. Now the next step is to try unplugging your USB devices connected to the computer. So if you have multiple USB devices connected to the computer, disconnect all the USB devices which you are not using and then check the performance. Now the next step is to disable all the other audio device that you are not using in Windows settings. So again you can do it from the device manager as well. So make a right click and then click on device manager and then expand the sound, video and game controller. Disconnect, make a right click and disable all the other audio device which you are not using. So I am using this one, so you can disable the rest of the audio device from here and then check. Now the next step is to switch to window full screen mode. You can also try borderless window mode. Turn off the ray tracing. Now this has worked for many players, so turn off the ray tracing and then first of all turn on the Vsync. If that does not work, you can turn off the Vsync and then lower down graphics settings to low in game. So first of all launch the game. Now go to game options and then select settings, go to graphics settings, scroll down. Here you can see video mode, hit the enter key. Now over here select window full screen mode and then check the performance, and you can also lower down the resolution. So if this is set to 4K, you can try 1920 into 1080p or maybe more. So you can also try window mode. So first of all try window full screen. If that does not work, try window mode and then lower down the resolution and then check. Now if the Vsync is off, you can turn it on and then check. If that does not work, you can turn it off and then check. Now also turn off DLSS. So if DLSS is on, you can turn this off. Now go back, you can confirm the changes and then go back, and this time scroll down under advanced setups. If everything is set to ultra high, you can select high or maybe medium, or you can even try low. So lower down the graphics quality and then check the performance. Now the next step is to change game priority to high. For this, when you launch the game, make a right click on the start menu, then click on task manager and over here you can see F122 exe. Make a right click, then click on go to details. Now again make a right click on the game and then click on set priority and then select high and then click on change priority and then check the performance. Now the next step is to do a clean installation of your graphics driver. So if you have NVIDIA card, go to NVIDIA website. If you have AMD card, go to AMD website. I'm showing for NVIDIA. Now the next step is to run the game as an administrator. For this, go to the game installation folder. So if you bought the game from Origin, then open File Explorer, then go to this PC, open C drive. If the game is installed in C drive, open Program Files and open EA Games, and you should be able to find the game over here. In my case, the game is installed in E drive. So wherever the game is installed, go to that drive and then open the game folder and then make a right click on the game exe file and then select properties, go to the compatibility tab and then put a check on the box which says run this program as an administrator. Put a check over here, then click on apply. Okay. Now if you bought the game from Steam, in that case make a right click on the game. I don't have the game on Steam, I have the game on Origin. So make a right click on the game, select manage, then click on browse local files. This will straight away take you to the game installation folder. Again make a right click on the game exe file, select properties, compatibility, then put a check on the box which says run this program as an administrator, then click on apply, okay, and then launch the game. Now the next step is to run the game on dedicated graphic card. So if you computer came with dual graphic card, make sure that you're running the game on discrete graphic card. Now for this, type in graphics settings in Windows search box and then click on graphics settings. Now click on browse over here and then go to the game installation folder, open the game folder and then select the game exe file, then click on add. In my case, the game is already over here, already added over here. So select both game file as well as if you have trial, select the trial version as well. So once the game is added, click on it, then click on options, select high performance, then click on save. So click on options, high performance, save, and then launch the game. Now the next step is to turn off motion smoothing and reprojection in Steam VR. So if you're using Steam VR, then turn off this option and then check. This has worked for many players, so it might work for you. Now the next step is to update your Windows to the latest version. Now this is important. So go to the start menu, click on settings, click on update and security or Windows update, then click on check for update. Once all the updates are installed, restart your computer and then launch the game. Next step is to verify the game file. For this, go to Steam. If you bought the game on Steam, make a right click on the game, select properties, go to the local files tab, then click on verify integrity of game files. Now if you bought the game on Origin, then go to your library and then make a right click on the game and then click on repair, and after the repair, launch the game. Now the next step is to disable Steam overlay, or if you are using any other overlay application, also disable Origin overlay. Or to disable Origin overlay, if you have the game on Origin, make a right click on the game, select game properties and then uncheck the box which says enable Origin in game. So if this is on, turn it off, uncheck this and then click on save and then launch the game. If you bought the game on Steam, then make a right click, then select properties, uncheck the box which says enable the Steam overlay while in game, uncheck this and then launch the game. Also if you have other overlay application running, then close it. So if you have Discord running, close Discord. Now if you have GeForce Experience running, close GeForce Experience. So close all the overlay application. Also close all the overclocking applications. So if you have MSI Afterburner running, close MSI Afterburner. If you have RiverTuner running, close RiverTuner. So close all the overclocking application and then check the performance. So one of the steps should help you to improve the FPS with F122 game on your Windows computer. So that'll be all. Thank you so much for your time and please like this video and subscribe to my channel.